they have hope, that there is a beautiful future that is waiting for them and absolutely available for them. I think it's a taboo topic for a number of reasons, and the biggest reason is that fear of judgment. There's still a fear of judgment around what mental health looks like and what that might mean in a workplace setting. And so, because of that, I think a lot of people don't want to showcase that or talk about it in the sense that there's a fear of how they might be perceived. And if they do speak about it, are they going to get judged? Do they think, that people might wonder if it's going to impact their work productivity, their quality of work? Will it impact things like promotions? And so, huge fear of judgment can hold people back in speaking about it. And so then that when people aren't speaking about it, there's still a lot of loneliness in that workplace culture. So, on the flip side, I think education and awareness and training is, such a huge part of a workplace culture and should be an integral part of a workplace culture so that every single person can get support wherever they are in that journey. It's no secret that overwhelm, stress, anxiety is on the rise, and it has been for the last few years. And so it's vital that employers and businesses and workplace settings are having strategies in place to support individuals wherever they are in that journey. And the key part of it is speaking out about it, because the more we are talking about it, more awareness there is around it, then individuals can feel comfortable that actually it's okay. And again, embracing that perfect imperfect self, to be open about their journey, not see it as a weakness, but actually as a strength, and see it as courage in speaking out to get that support. So when I've been working with businesses, small and large, one of the simplest techniques I give to them that they can use literally anytime, any place, in whatever setting, is a mindfulness technique, and it's a STOP acronym. So STOP. So whatever their work day is looking like, whether they're feeling maybe overwhelmed in the morning, maybe they've got a busy meeting ahead of them, maybe there's emails coming out of their ears, in the daytime, using the STOP acronym can really help. So the STOP acronym: S, just stopping for a moment, whatever you are doing, just for a couple of seconds, doesn't need to take long at all. And then T, just taking a breath. So just taking a few deep breaths just to calm and regulate that nervous system, because very often we are on the go, very busy, getting overwhelmed, but taking that breath can slow us down and reset us. And then just observing your feelings, your emotions, your feelings in your mental and physical self, and observing whatever's going on with your feelings without any judgment whatsoever. So just taking that moment, taking those breaths, observing your feelings, thoughts, and emotions without any judgment. And then P is processing and proceeding. So, what am I going to do with my next step? So rather than reacting, which we might do, it's better to then respond. So processing and proceeding by responding. So do I need to take a few more minutes out? Do I need a bit more clarification? Do I need to take a glass of water? So just taking those next steps in a much more responsive manner. So stop is a very simple technique that can be done in a few minutes throughout the day. They help immensely. One, because they can be utilized any point in the day. So in the beginning, in the middle, at the end, they don't take long at all. So a lot of times, you don't have to be in a quiet space, seated, doing certain hand gestures. So the mudras meditation, for example, mindfulness and breath work, it's such an easy thing to do. So taking breath work, for example, taking a few seconds out, taking those few deep breaths can really reset that nervous system. So very often we can feel stressed, we can feel overwhelmed, and with that come the emotions of irritation or frustration or panic, chronic stress. And so taking those few breaths at any point can regulate that nervous system because very often, if you are stressed, you're in that fight flight mode. And when you're in that fight flight mode, very often we're reacting. So we might be panicking, we might be rushing, we might be trying to do multitask and not being productive when you eat any of the tasks. So practicing breath work allows us to feel more grounded, allows us to feel more anchored and centered. It gives us better clarity, better focus. And same with mindfulness as well. There's so many different things that you can do for mindfulness to allow you to feel present in that task as well. Because very often you might be thinking about the morning we've just had, or the yesterday, or last week. And if we're not in that past sense, we might be thinking about the future. So tomorrow, or the evening task, or next week. And our mind's rushing and going in all different directions. But actually practicing mindfulness just for a couple of minutes allows you to feel centered, present, so you can really dedicate a lot of your energy into that moment that you are doing that role or task. And it just allows you to then reflect, to reset, and then to respond going forward in whatever task that might be. So really simple, effective things that you can do just for a couple of minutes throughout the day, which allows you to feel much more positive and productive in your role. I really hope that they can leave feeling they are able to embrace their perfectly imperfect, authentic selves. And I really hope they leave feeling supported and not alone. A lot of the times when we are struggling with well-being and mental health issues, it can be a lonely journey. So I really hope they feel they are never alone, that they have support, and that they have hope, that there is a beautiful future that is waiting for them and absolutely available for them going forward.